The damn scale won't move. If you ever feel like you're doing everything right and yet the scale just isn't freaking moving, this video is for you. I've talked about before that there are 8 reasons why the scale might fluctuate up every single day. And they fall into one of 2 camps. It's either water weight or food weight. Food weight's either you ate a little bit more or a little bit later than you normally would the day before. Water weight is you either ate more salt or more carbs than normal, which makes you retain water. Stress, which causes a cortisol spike, which makes you retain water. Poor sleep, which is a form of stress, or a hard workout, which is a form of stress as well. And the last one is for women, where you are in your cycle. Any one of those things could cause the scale to go up or stay the same, even if your body fat, your body composition dropped. This is what might actually be happening. If you've ever seen a river, a big river like the Mississippi or the Hudson, when you look at the river from the side, it looks relatively level. But you know that rivers flow downhill. So underneath the surface, the river is dropping. So the scale may be staying the same and there's all this water weight or food weight keeping the number looking the same, even though underneath the surface, our body fat, our body composition is actually dropping down. But then what happens with the river is we hit a dam and all of a sudden the water level drops way down really, really quickly. And the water level catches up to what's been happening all along. In fat loss, we call this the whoosh, where all of a sudden in a day or two, you lose like 3 pounds. It's not that you actually lost 3 pounds of body fat in the last couple days and you finally figured it out. It's that the scale finally caught up to what your body's been doing all along. And it honestly takes a little bit of the perfect storm of all 8 of those things for several days in a row to be working in your favor for us to see a decent drop on the scale. And that can be super frustrating because you're seeing the water level look exactly the same and you're like, I don't even know if this is working. But if you're in a calorie deficit, usually supported by sufficient protein and enough steps and quality foods, all of those things, then your body fat will be dropping on every day that you're in a deficit. And it might spike up because you have a day that's maintenance or a little bit over, but for the most part, you're trending down. But it takes that perfect storm of all 8 things working in your favor for you to see this drop. And then it catches up and we do it all over again. The biggest problem that I see with most people is they quit here. They think that it's not working, and so they give up. The scale is just a tool. It's a data point that tells you more a reflection of how much water and food is in your system than your actual body fat every day. You can use it, but you have to have the perspective of this does not determine whether or not I've been successful. It has to be part of an overall picture. Measurements, progress photos, and how your clothes fit are all better metrics to gauge how what you're doing is impacting your overall fitness and body composition. If you want to read the scale, that's fine. But don't let all the water weight and all of those things distract you from what's happening beneath the surface. And if you're not sure that all the things that you're doing are actually causing the beneath the surface body composition to change regardless of the water weight, then I put together an ultimate fat loss guide that lays out everything you need to know about the mechanics of fat loss. Just comment guide below this video and I'll send it right to you.